I'm just a human object, oblong, imperfect. My limited perspective is often subjective, and I ain't no detective, but your rhetoric is threatening. I find it kind of frightening. There's only one corrective. I object, I reject, I object. I reject your little project, I reject your little scheme. I can see just where you're going, I don't share your little dream. I reject your strongman savior and your menacing behavior. In the end you have no decency, so I can only disagree. And I object, I reject, I object. Trashing every civil norm with contempt and sneering scorn. You debase every discourse, beating every dead horse. Your name-calling, bullying, you denigrate the decent folks. Your fawning fans rallying around your vicious schoolboy jokes, as if you're morally superior. In fact, you're totally corrupted. There ain't no soul in your interior. You're morally bankrupted. Your narcissistic self-obsession gives a hideous impression. Your shameless pathological lying while the planet is burning and dying. I object, I reject, I object. Droning on about your crowd size, you wring your tiny little hands. Your shriveled heart contains no love. You're a wicked little man. Your blatant malfeasance and your fake air of grievance, your mask of false gravity disguises absolute depravity. Sole arbiter of fake or true, you push your big lie, your narcotic. But millions of us don't believe you. You don't decide who's patriotic. So-called man of the masses, you shit upon your golden throne. The vapid gas you're passing, the stink of crimes you'll never atone. I object, I reject, I object. Your snake or paradise, con man from the good old days, when men were men and men were white. Subservient women would tuck them in at night. You wrap yourself up in the flag. You falsely claim the crown of king. Your self-regard, your empty brag, your toxic masculinity wing. Your thugs at the Capitol, your gangs on the street, misanthropes and xenophobes await your green light tweet. Your use of terms like vermin recalls a certain German. Your brown shirts converging at your fist pumping urging. I object, I reject, I object. I reject your little project, I reject your little scheme. I can see just where you're going, I don't share your little dream. I reject your strongman savior and your menacing behavior. In the end you have no decency, so I can only disagree. And I object, I reject, I object. You're like-minded hooligans across the Western world, wreaking mindless destruction when the flag of hate is unfurled. You incite an insurrection, then spew disinformation, sleight of hand misdirection, coup d'etat your aspiration. Then you play the martyred victim, cry baby say they rigged the system. You lose and throw a tantrum, cry foul to your henchmen, your messianic makeover, your second coming anointed, your planned system takeover, with all your lackeys all appointed. I object, I reject, I object. You pal around with autocrats, undermine the diplomats. Your incoherent monologue belies your danger as a demagogue. Your bonfire of the rule of law, pretending you're for law and order. You burn the bridge and build the wall, fomenting violent disorder. Your rubber-stamped immunity unleashes your impunity. The court stacked with your cronies, pirate potters and phonies. The plan upon your desk is something Kafkaesque. Your threats Machiavellian, your double-speak Orwellian. I object, I reject, I object. Untethered and unhinged, you normalize the extreme fringe. Your greedy lust for power binge, your naked evil makes me cringe. Your total criminality, your casual brutality, your evil banality, your cult of personality, your by-the-book fascism, your unabashed racism, your disgraceful misogyny, your sycophantic progeny. The party you co-opted, those who rejected then accepted you. Your minions are forever tainted, the blood is on their hands too. I object, I reject, I object. Your enablers and apologists, your petro-pimps and whores, your bankrupt tech bros will soon be shown the doors. You got no legitimacy, you got no authority. You're unfit with no right to rule. I'm not a party to your school. You're nothing but a grifter, a fraudster with no shame. It's you who is the cheater. It's you who rigs the game. You're the perpetrator, the vile agitator. You twisted little hater. It's you who is the traitor. I object, I reject, I object. When your movement is swept away and history shows what you've done, your stains will not be washed away. Your song of hate will not be sung. I wish I could feel sorry for you, but you know exactly what you do. You've made your bed and now you lie. So now I hope you understand why I object, I reject, I object. I object, I reject, I object.